Hello and welcome back to Friday Minis. Now, for the photographers among us, you might notice that you have a white balance setting on your camera. I'm not going to go into too much detail, so just briefly, white balance is just you telling your camera where white is, because lighting conditions may cause your image to become discolored. So yeah, you dial in the white color using one of many methods, and then that helps you, have pictures that look right. But our point of interest for today's episode is the fact that, well, for cameras that allow you to manually select the white balance, that is always expressed with the unit K. As you tweak up the number, you'll find, of course, that the white balance of the picture changes, right? It leads either to warm or cold colors. But what does that measurement actually mean? Well, K actually stands for Kelvin, which is a unit of temperature. And I guess that's kind of intuitive, right? We describe colors as warm or cool, so it's kind of makes sense to, have a setting that also relates to temperature. Except, this is surprisingly counterintuitive. The reason for this is because, despite the fact that we describe, reds and yellows as warm colors, those are actually, well, the colors associated with the cooler temperatures. You see, the original reason why we associate colors with temperatures in the first place is because we're referring to the colors that come from heating certain materials, in this case carbon. At lower temperatures, the flame that is produced actually comes out reddish and yellowish. When the temperature gets really high, it actually burns blue. So in fact, high color temperatures correspond to bluish colors. So that's a pretty interesting reversal, but we're not quite done yet because I'm going to flip the whole thing on its head again. You see, on your camera, if you were to set the white balance, using the Kelvin scale, to a low value and you take a picture, it actually comes out bluish. But didn't we just say that lower temperatures correspond to reddish colors? Well, yes, and the whole point of your camera making things bluish is to counteract the effects of reddishness. What this means is, when you actually set a particular color temperature, you're telling your camera that is, the levels within the room itself, and you're going to have to try and work against that. That's why when color temperatures are low, your camera makes images bluish, and when you set a color temperature high, your camera tries to make things reddish. The whole point is your camera is compensating for ambient conditions. But yeah, that's basically it for this episode. I hope I didn't confuse you too much. Hopefully this gives you a better idea of, the fundamentals of how things work. But yeah, that's all there is for this episode. Thank you for watching, and until next time, you're watching 0612 TV on NERDfirst.net. Thank you very much for watching. If you like my work and are feeling generous, you can shoot me a one-time donation on PayPal or sign up for a recurring one on Patreon. Of course, you can simply like, comment, and subscribe. You know the deal. For more videos, links to my channel and a related playlist are on screen. Thank you for your support.